Audio is one of those things you cannot take lightly when you're doing video creation, and it's taken me a couple years to kind of perfect my audio kit for traveling and running and gunning, but that's what I'm going to be talking about today. This is the DJI Lav Mic kit, and this is the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. That's it. That's my entire audio kit. It's light, it's small, it's easy to pack, it's perfect for documentaries or running gun filmmaking, and the quality that you get for the price of these pieces of equipment are insane. The DJI Lav Mic set is one of the most versatile pieces of equipment in my kit. I've been using it for roughly 8 or 9 months now, and it has quickly become one of those purchases I've just never regretted making. The first thing I want to talk about with the DJI Lav Mic set is the case, and this honestly was one of the biggest selling points for me when picking up this set. First thing, it charges both the mics and the receivers through a single USB-C port, and with this case, you can get up to 15 hours of battery life before you have to charge it again. Number 2 is just how small and compact this case is. I'm very particular on what I pack when I travel. I don't like any extra fluff, and I want convenience when it comes to packing equipment. Now let's talk about the mics themselves. Obviously the most important factor of the whole set is, do they sound good? Do they work good? Are they quality? Are you going to have problems with receiving a signal? Not only do they have a pretty impressive 820 feet of signal, given you're in an area that doesn't disrupt the signal or anything, but they also have 14 hours of internal recording using the 8 gigabytes of internal storage that is built into the microphones. This means that you can basically hit record and then just take off wherever you want, and you're going to get the audio because it doesn't matter about the signal anymore. So as you can see, I have the receiver in my hand, which means there's no way for this to get to the camera, but that's where the internal recording feature comes in, which pretty much means that you can go anywhere and get any shot you want with the audio that you want. The mic also comes with a windscreen that I should have put on here because it is kind of windy, but as you can see, you pretty much have free reign to get whatever shot you want and maintain audio quality. Granted, in this scenario, I assume that the mic would be able to get to the receiver with no problem, considering there's nothing between me and the mic, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to prove here. I also believe the mics do have a safety track feature where, when turned on, it'll always start recording the audio internally into the mic, as well as sending the signal to your transmission. It's not something I've ever used, but probably should, because there are a couple instances I've ran into where the mic was cutting in and out. I'm locked out. Now let's talk about the price. This kit comes in at a $329 price tag, which is not completely unreasonable, but I also understand it's also not super cheap. They did also just release a single mic set with no charging case for $219. I don't personally recommend going this route unless the charging case is just not a selling point for you. For me it is, and you don't get that second mic, which does come in handy more often than you would think. So unless that is just something that you really want to have, or it's just perfect for your budget, I would say save up the extra $100 and just go for the full kit. Okay, now let's talk about the Video Rode Mic Pro Plus. I've had this mic for about 5 years, this exact mic. My mom got it for me one year for Christmas, and this has been one of the best pieces of equipment that I've stuck with for the last half decade. This is an older mic, but in my experiences, for the price, you cannot beat it. It's exceptional quality, both how it's made and the sound quality. And there's a reason these things are still selling 5 years after their release. The main feature that I love about this mic so much is the power on function. Whenever it is plugged into a 3.5mm jack, it will power on and off with the camera. There's no accidentally killing your battery because you left it on, or not getting the audio because you forgot to turn it on. You never want to be in an instance where you turn on your camera, hit record, but you forgot to turn on your mic, or your mic died and now you have no audio. Also, the battery life on this thing lasts for months. It does come with a rechargeable battery, which I did lose, and it takes AA batteries, but those AA batteries last so long, I never have to worry about it. Now for honestly the best part. This is what absolutely sold me on this entire setup right here, and this is why I recommend this to most people who are out running and gunning. Because the DJI mics have a 3.5mm jack, that means that you can basically plug in any external microphone and it will record through here and send to the receiver to your camera. So for me, in my instance, there are times where I set up the Rode mic to record into the DJI mic, which goes into the camera, and then I'll put this mic onto my subject whenever they're maybe in a huddle, like in the Rainbow Six Siege documentary I just did, or in other various situations, and I'm able to get the ambiance of the room, but also the clear audio of the person that I'm trying to hone in on. The other feature that makes this so nice is that it splits the audio tracks. So you can go into DaVinci or Premiere and take whichever audio track that you want to focus on and just have that audio.
Big thing I want to say is I think it's very important that they band, bank, and pick theme.
Especially with the fact that they are a team that likes to have a lot of information on them before they play them. They picked a map
They have no info on us.
Yeah.
That should say something immediately. Yes, they're scared. All of them are timid when you're looking at them, bro.
All you need to do is go into your editor of choice, separate the audio files, and then set them both to mono so that they will both come out of the left and right ear. Right click and unlink the clips. You're gonna duplicate your audio. Right click the first audio, go to clip attributes, go to audio, and then you're gonna set the left and right channel to be on the same channel. So in our case, we have 2 channels here, so we'll put them both on channel 1. Go to our second audio clip here and set them both to channel 2. Now you'll notice these are obviously very, very different. And so the first one is from the DJI mic.
Space Station Gaming. It's just
That's so sick to the videographer following you around.
And then when you disable that and enable this one, you'll notice that it's all of the shotgun mic ambience, like room noise stuff. Separately, they cover almost every scenario you can run into. And then when you put it together, you can really level up the type of content you're making, especially when it comes from the audio side. I do think that this is going to provide you excellent quality without having to shell out thousands of dollars. So I hope this helps, and thank you for watching. Peace.